Good, happy Thursday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. Let's get started. Death of Danville woman ruled homicide. The death of a Danville woman this week has been ruled a homicide. The Attorney General's office announced Thursday that an autopsy determined that the death of Joanne Bocher, 51, was a homicide. Her body was found Monday at 23 Kamal Drive in Danville. Officials said the cause of Bocher's death was being withheld pending further investigation. Neighbors called Bocher a friendly person who loved animals. Her ex-husband Daniel Bocher told the Riley King Newscast that the couple built the home where she was found about 20 years ago, but they have been separated for years. Man accused of robbing elderly store clerk at gunpoint arrested. A Hooksett man accused of beating an 81-year-old man during an armed robbery in Manchester has been arrested. Police took Thomas Ford, 20, into custody when he arrived for work Thursday morning at Server in Hooksett. Police said Ford robbed Haynes Food Mart at the corner of Maple Street and Lake Avenue in Manchester on Wednesday. During the robbery, store owner Young Hun Yin, 81, was beaten. Police said his injuries were significant and he was taken to a hospital. Investigators said Ford was armed with a semi-automatic weapon at the time of the robbery. Bartlett said that fractured into how police made the arrest. Ford surrendered without incident. Bartlett said he didn't have more information about the robbery investigation, but he said he was impressed how quickly Manchester police put the case together. Ford is charged with armed robbery and first-degree assault. He will likely be arraigned Friday. Granite State farmers struggle to deal with effects of drought. Farmers in much of New Hampshire are struggling while severe to extreme drought continues in southern parts of the state. Chris and Danielle Lee Valley own Lee Valley Farm in Hooksett said that over the past 4 years they have pumped about 1 million gallons of water from local rivers to irrigate their fields. But this year alone, they have had to pump 3.7 million gallons. In the 10 years they have owned the farm, the LaValleys said they have never had so many expenses without a bumper crop to show for it. The life of a farmer means early mornings and late nights, but this summer's drought is taking a toll on the LaValleys physically as well. The farm's onion crop usually yields 12,000 to 15,000 pounds, enough to fill 200 to 300 bins. But this year, the same field yielded just 3 bins of onions, and Chris LaValle said many are substandard. For 12 weeks, Chris LaValle and his crew planted cucumber plants to assure a steady harvest throughout the season, but the drought ended those plans. The drought has also affected the taste of the produce. He said he hopes that Granite Staters support their local farms when it comes time to shop. Analysts, 5 things the Commander-in-Chief Forum told us about the presidential debate. Let's take a listen to this video from ABC News.
Being there for my family. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
The race for the White House, both Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton sitting down to answer questions about leadership and the military. Their answers and attacks giving a preview to the upcoming debates. Clinton's campaign manager, Robbie Mook, is here. He'll talk to George live in just a moment. But first, ABC's Cecilia Vega is on the campaign trail in Charlotte, North Carolina with the latest. Good morning, Cecilia.
Robin, good morning to you. That first debate now a little more than 2 weeks away, but overnight both sides facing off over what it takes to be commander-in-chief. And the one thing that both of these candidates can agree on, neither side is ready for the job.
It was the first time they shared a stage, and though never on it at the same time, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton went head-to-head on national security. The Republican candidate blasting American military leaders.
I think under the leadership of Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton, the generals have been reduced to rubble.
And openly discussing the classified intelligence briefing he's received as a candidate.
There was one thing that shocked me, what I did.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Stocks close lower. NASDAQ snaps 4-day win streak as ECB disappoints tech lags. U.S. stocks closed lower Thursday despite a surge in oil prices as investors disengaged the European Central Bank's latest monetary policy decision in remakes made by its president, Mario Draghi. French officers injured in arrest of woman planning attack, officials say. Let's take a listen to this video from CNN.
Go that far.
Just hours after the attack here along the most famous stretch of the French Riviera here in Nice, the French President, François Hollande, extended a nationwide state of emergency.
L'horreur de nouveau vient de s'abattre sur la France.
It was due to expire on July 26th. Now it will continue for another 3 months. And what a state of emergency means is it gives police, and law enforcement, and anti-terror investigators additional powers. Now this includes enforcing house arrests and prohibiting mass gatherings. The Minister of Interior can block websites that condone terrorism and place anyone under house arrest whose actions might prove dangerous to the public. And this is critical, and we've already seen this happening here after the attack here in Nice. They can order searches of homes and private property without having to get the courts involved first. French officials have been conducting raids extensively because France has been in a state of emergency since the terror attacks in Paris in November of 2015. And once again, France is having to face the reality that these types of attacks could become a part of daily life.
Okay, and that is it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. We'll see you back here at 9 p.m. for your 9 p.m. news and weather. I hope you all have a great rest of your Thursday night. Good night, everyone. Bye.